Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for August 22nd, 2018. Today I'm taking a look at the NZDUSD New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. Looking here at the daily time frame, long-term trend has been bearish and down. We can see the black trend line falling from all the way up here into the 7,400 level. Now down here into the lowest low, 65.50. Seeing a little bit of a pullback, retracement, correction over the past week or so as the market has bounced off 65.50 and now back into the 6,700 level. Of course, the black trend line coming into play as it reaches here in towards the 6,700 level. We also have historical supports along this pink shaded area, which is 67.25.50. We see congestion, support, all along that pink zone, bottom of that black box. Let's zoom it in a little bit now that we see where the trend comes from. And again, you can see that pink zone, congestion, support, even as deep as the yellow zone. We've also, yesterday during the trade room, took some Fibonacci from the last high that we see right here into 68.50 down to the lowest low. 50% retracement level of that range sitting at 66.97. We're just a touch above that today. 618 of that range sits at 67.33, just here into the pink shaded area. So we're challenging resistance, we're challenging into Fibonacci, we're challenging into the trend line today. The question is, will it find resistance somewhere between the pink and the yellow shaded area in the trend line and the Fibonacci and turn back down in the direction of the trend? Or will we see the final break of the trend line and the beginning of a new rise here for the New Zealand dollar? That question I don't think has really been answered quite yet here for the currency pair. Now, of course, today we are just a touch above 66.95, the yellow shaded area, about halfway between there and 67.25, the pink zone. I think the questionable part is this trend line that we see coming down, and the market sitting just into that trend line. A very difficult place, I think, to buy and go long, even if you were considering the fact that the past 5-6 days have been more bullish than bearish. It's a difficult place to go long underneath that trend line. So if you're not going long, maybe there's potential that we look for an opportunity to go short, but being very careful on the long side here for the New Zealand dollar. 4-hour time frame, not really going to give us any assistance. We do see a little bit of interesting price action here, but sitting right now on top of the yellow zone. But again, we're just touching underneath that long-term trend line. And I think that's a difficult place, again, to consider the long side when you're sitting underneath that long-term trend line. If anything, we may be watching for some sudden infusion of sell orders. If it comes back in and we see the sellers pressure it from the trend line back underneath the yellow shaded area, a big bearish move, then that may give us confidence that the sellers are coming back in and going to drive it back down in the direction of what has been the longer term trend. Now, the other side of that is if it stays above here, I think that really we don't begin to consider reversal, complete reversal, until it gets above the black trend line, and probably not even above until above the pink shaded area. I'm actually going to move that black trend line to this high right there. So again, it just sits underneath there. I think it's a difficult place to buy, but watching for clues. You know, we do have FOMC later today at 2 p.m. Maybe that's a catalyst. Maybe that's some motivation for this to take a little bit of a dive back underneath 66.75. We target back down to 66.30 in the direction of the longer term trend. Tough place to go long. Watching for clues and evidence to go short for the New Zealand dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.